Welcome back to BandLab. Today we are looking at the sampler. To begin, create, orange button on the right. And we are choosing the blue box MIDI sampler, turn any sound into an instrument. So we're going to just record a few different random sounds today and see what we come up with. Sampler has 16 functions here, and we're going to look at some options. You can record something live, you can import a file, or you can browse the one-shots and have one-shots be triggered by you playing these buttons. We'll start with V, because that's the one highlighted. We're going to record, and I'm just going to record a clap. Now when I click here, quite long. We might want to trim it up. Scroll along. You can add some reverb. We can shorten the length of that note. I think I preferred that down in the 60s. And I'm going to leave it at a one shot. It's my first sample. Let's try another sample. This time I'm going to tear a piece of paper. Right, next one. I want kind of something metallic. Stapler and metal ruler. Let's see what we can do with that. Actually, just like the first one. Okay, this could be a closed hi-hat and an open hi-hat. So let's copy that and put it in here. Paste. And this one's going to have reverb on it. And we're going to change the tone. No, too far. Doesn't seem that they become independent of each other. Okay, so these are the sounds we have. Kind of like my snare drum. Hi-hat. Okay, so let's try recording something. we'll leave it on 4 bars, and I'm just going to do a bass, snare, crotchet, 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 crotchet rhythm. Okay, now let's highlight that and let's see if we can snap it to where we want it to be. And we don't need that little one at the end there. Let's trim this up. Okay, let's have a listen. Okay, now see if we can record over the top of that. Go back to my sampler. This is the letter N. And I'm going to do quavers. Now I want to create another kind of funky sound to add in there for some colour. Let's try some vocal sounds. That will do. Let's see where we could add that. Have a listen. Okay, let's record that. Have a look. Rename. Save. Now let's add a bass riff. Add track, virtual instruments. Let's choose our bass instrument first. That will do me, just a bit softer. Right, let's record our bass riff. Let's have a listen to that. And today we're adding a new function. Today we're going to try adding some pads, some keyboard pad sounds just up over the top of that to see what we can make our sound like. Take away from that heavy bass. So add a track, virtual instruments. This time though we're going for some pads. Let's have a look at one of these. We can open some BandLab sounds, look at some loops, and go for some pads here. Okay, now we'll trim that up. And I've gone into the editor. I'm shaping my dynamics. I'm creating a fade in and a fade out for the end. Turning maximum volume down. And I've decided I want it to last for the whole loop. Quite happy with that. Just delete that track. Save it. The last step I want to look at here is to add some audio effects to my sampler track. You can see I've just gone into Effects, Add Effect, and I'm looking in the Reverb section. I'm looking at using a spring reverb. The other effect I want to add is another reverb, but it's a space maker. Gives some body to the sound.